the To Be Decided podcast. My name's Alex. This is Mahmoud.
What's up?
Today we're diving in on our first ever episode.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple things to talk about. You guys might not really know who we are. We're just some dudes.
Just some dudes.
We're hanging out. We live together, and we wanted to make a podcast. We stream on Twitch.
Catch us.
We do some goofs and gaffs.
We love goofing.
Also, this man, every time he goes to Starbucks, likes to call himself Steve. Want to go into that?
That's where we're fucking Yo, that's so funny.
What's up, Steve?
All right. Okay, listen.
Can I get into that?
Yeah, that's totally fine. Let's go. But so you have to get some context. I am obviously not a white dude. So
I am.
when I go to anything where they're like asking for my name, because Alex said my name's Mahmoud. I have a huge problem where anytime I go anywhere and they ask me for my name, I tell them, and then I have to play this dance like for 10 minutes about how do you say that? Wait, how do you spell it?
How do you spell that?
How do you spell that? And then sometimes people are like, "Oh, but that's like so nice. It's exotic." And that makes me feel gross.
Did you say your name was Mahmoud?
Oh, dude. You want to go over all the variations?
Mahmoud.
Mohammed.
Mahmoud
was a bad one.
Mahmoud's so funny.
Muhammad is like my least favorite, but that's because it's just like you didn't try. Like you just like looked at it, and we'll like probably toss up how to spell my name. But like people just like look at it and they just like see the M and then the D and then they just like guess in the middle. They got like tired. They were just like Muhammad.
They didn't even try.
People who stop in my Twitch chat and know me in real life will go like. So this happened to me yesterday. A dude that comes in into my stream. He's a guy that I know that I play card games with and like it's kind of local. And he was just calling me Muhammad all day, and I felt so bad. I was just like, do I tell him? Do I say it?
I just want to be honest. I just feel like the Steve thing is really funny to me because in my head I just think like the guy I know is Mahmoud, right? But your alter ego, fucking Steve, is
my
off
white
living,
guy alter ego.
He's living a different life.
It's my customer
he's like
service
a
voice.
Superhero.
Hey, what's going on?
He serves really good drinks and saves the day by giving you excellent service.
I'm really sorry to hear about that, man. What's it called? What can I do to help? Like, how can I make it better?
You want a beer?
Yeah, you want a beer?
Can I start you guys off with an appetizer?
Yeah, what's it called? You want maybe like a 2 for $20? Like you want?
Hey, this is your waiter.
Hey, this is your waiter. What's it called? So that shit gets me every time. It's way funnier because my uncle also does the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You want to guess what my uncle's?
What's his alter ego?
Tony.
Wait, Tony?
Tony. He did that shit weird.
Can you imagine like going out with your uncle to like Starbucks and being like, "What's your name?" And you're like, "Tony," and you're like, "That's not your name." And he turns around and he's like, "Yeah, and your name isn't Steve."
What happened was that I said my name was Steve, and then he went behind me and said his name was Tony, and we looked at each other and high-fived. Like
that's honestly even better.
It shit's so funny. I think it's hilarious because once you pick one fake name, you just live with that fake name. I've been Steve for like 9 years.
Hey Steve, how's it going? Can you imagine like just like down the line you're like matching with this girl on Tinder and she's just
dude.
like
That would be so funny if someone was like, "Wait, no, I totally met you. Aren't you Steve?" Like, okay, I have a story.
I thought your name was Steve.
So when freshman year, or no, it's sophomore year actually. This person that I met, I was friends with, she transfers into our school. And I think I meet her like the first day, like early in the morning.
Yeah.
And I am sitting there like, oh, I have an evil plan. And I go, oh yeah, I'm going to tell this girl my name is fucking Steve.
That was it.
I just do a whole bit. And the rest of the day, she's calling me Steve. We get to like 2 o'clock before school is out. School's out at like 3. And we sitting in this class and we're like talking with people that have already known me, right? I was at the school. She was new. And she's like, oh yeah, what's it called? I just like met Steve today, and Steve's like super cool. And everyone stopped and like looked at me and just went, his name isn't Steve.
His name is not Steve.
And I was losing my fucking mind.
He got you for the whole day.
Oh, it's so funny.
But it's also crazy because, damn, where was I going? I totally was like,
you had a segue.
Yeah. But I was listening to your story and I sort of lost it. But like, I just it's the date game when you go when you go on like a date with a girl for the first time.
Dude. Okay, yeah, I'll tell the story. I'll tell the story.
Yeah.
So I do this thing. Obviously, in this day and age, we're fucking doing dating apps and shit. You're just going on dates with people, and if they don't know, then they guess. But I play this game where at the end of first dates, I just keep going. So, how do you think my name is pronounced? And the look of shock and panic on these women's faces. They are always, my ex, I played that game with her. I think on the second date was what it was. And we had planned to like go back to her place afterwards. She literally told me that she had hatched a plan with her roommate to have her roommate come up and introduce herself to me and then go, so yeah, what's your name? So she could figure it out.
That's so funny,
dude. It's just like a whole thing. Like that's the reason that I give people fake names. If I don't think I'm gonna meet a person a second time, I just don't get into it.
Yeah.
Because what does it matter? Honestly,
doesn't matter.
They don't even give a shit what my name is. They're just like trying to put something in a They're just trying to have something to yell in like 4 minutes.
I also bet like the biggest turnoff is like when you play the game and they just look at you and they're like, it's Muhammad, right?
Dude, I just like it. Like it. That's usually a pretty good indicator on if we're gonna have a good time because like I'm obviously not a serious dude. It's because I'm playing this game that I think is funny when I just go, how do you think my name's pronounced? But I will be honest, I give bonus points to any woman who gets it right on the first time. She is special and usually ethnic. But
she's totally totally ethnic.
It is.
She knows what's up.
She knows what it is, and it's really funny.
Speaking of awesome women, Women's Day just happened.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the women.
Shout out to women. We love women.
I just feel like every year I see like 5 different Women's Days.
Yeah, you're just like over the course of the year, you're like, wait, wasn't Women's Day like before?
like I want to just say like shout out to women. This isn't your fault.
Nah,
this is corporate
yours.
America fucking this up. But I swear, like multiple times of the year, it's
dude,
like,
I get
hear Women's Day.
I totally get it.
4 or 5 times out of the year, I'll be like, is it one day or did they get like 5? Like that's totally cool. I just.
Like 5?
Do they get like 5 Women's Days? Because it's like a marketing thing, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's like all these companies and stuff just being like, it's Women's Day. I swear, just like a big company like McDonald's or something can just like randomly on any day just like tweet out, Happy International Women's Day.
Yo, do you remember Burger King a couple years ago when they just tweeted out, women belong in the kitchen? Only if they want to, though. Happy Women's Day. Like, literally just in their replies. So people were just, like, passing around this fucking tweet. Dude, that thing caught fire.
Oh, my God.
It was so funny to me. I can't believe that they had, like, a marketing guy be like, yep, that's good. We're going to do the bait and switch.
Wasn't it, like, PBR that, like, went on, like, that went on Twitter and was just like, oh, yeah, dry January. Everybody's staying sober. Try anal.
No, what's it called?
What was it?
It was not drinking beer. Try eating ass.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was just like PBR going up on the stage and being like, dry January, not drinking beer, try eating ass.
PBR would totally tell you to eat ass. PBR is absolutely telling you to eat ass.
I think that shit's so funny. But like corporate America can just like spit out like a thing.
They're doing that.
And they could just be like, yo, Happy Women's Day.
Like
but they just like one of them started, and then the rest of the companies, can you imagine them just being at their desk? They're like, oh shit, fucking McDonald's started it.
It's like
we need to go and say Happy Women's Day now.
Yeah,
so it just like tumbleweeds.
Yeah.
And like they're just making up these like days. I'm not saying that it wasn't the actual Women's Day.
No, it was for sure Women's Day. I think the thing is, like, the reason that comes up is because it's like Women's Day, right? And then you get to like Mother's Day, and it's kind of the same stuff.
It's a similar vibe.
Yeah,
it's like
it's I don't know what it is, but like the way that like corporate America tries to interface with like just different people than like white dudes, it's they're just like always doing kind of the same thing. And that's why it gets like really weird and confusing, because you also know that they don't give a shit. It's just that like it's gotten to the point now that they're like kind of trying to join in discourse that is just really funny for them to try and do. Like, you remember like, do you remember the beginning of like this sort of personified like Twitter accounts? Yeah. Like, you know, when like people were like, "Yo, Wendy's Twitter is crazy."
They go wild.
They're still doing that shit. It's
they just like go on there and like people tweet at Wendy's and they just like roast them.
They just do that shit, or like how Arby's is like constantly putting out like anime like collabs. Like I
just remember just like scrolling through Facebook one day. I don't even use Facebook anymore, so this is like a long
it's an old time.
Yeah. And I just see like some Persona thing.
Yeah.
Like P5.
You just see some shit like that.
It's just like the Phantom Thieves are hungry for meat. I'm like
the Phantom Thieves will steal your heart at Arby's.
Yeah, Arby's is gonna steal your heart by fucking clogging it.
Oh man, just like some shit like that.
Eating like a beef and cheddar makes my arteries hurt.
I love the idea that it's like fucking Wendy's is sitting around like, yeah, you can 4 for 4, or like you try our gym challenge 4 for 4, and it's like a bunch of like shitty Pokemon, but it's like a burger and like a fucking Frosty.
Wendy's
like
goes way different though.
Yo, do you remember
Wendy's is straight up just mean.
Do you remember the Wendy's wrap? The
wrap?
Yeah. So no,
a food wrap?
No, like a wrap. Like they put out a mix. They put out a mixtape. Like they put they put out a mixtape.
Dude, is it fire?
I hope not.
Is it fire?
I don't think it is. I think it's trash. What's it called? It's just so funny because it was like diss tracks. Remember, like they started that shit, and then like McDonald's and Wendy's were like tweeting.
No, I do
fucking
remember that shit.
Shit like 4 bars
like
at each other.
On like SoundCloud too,
which
made it even funnier.
And I think at one point they were literally giving it away to people in their meals. Like they were just like, it was an ad thing. They were just like taking like a fucking CD with like one song on it and just putting
a CD. Dude, I want you to know that when I bought my new car, it didn't even have a CD player in it.
It doesn't have a CD player in it?
No, my new car doesn't have a CD player in it.
You know what? I kind of get it.
Why would it?
Why would it?
Literally just connects to my phone.
It connects to your phone. I'm so sad. I started driving my car again. So my car's been in the shop for like 9 months, which is a nightmare in itself. But I finally got it back, and I realized that the Bluetooth in my car is just way slower than any car I've been driving lately. So it takes.
Yeah, you've been driving like 2021, like fucking
brand new. I got like the new
Corolla,
bitches, the new Corolla, the new F-150. That shit made me look racist. It was crazy,
dude. We were riding around in that, going yee all the fucking day. That was so fucking hype. When we had the pickup truck, I think that was like we hit our stride.
The pickup truck was funny because the pickup truck like enabled us to do a bunch of bullshit all at once. Like we needed to go get like a fucking dryer for our house.
Nobody would help us get a dryer.
Oh my god.
Nobody. There was no help. I was like asking my parents. I was like, because they have a pickup truck. I was like, yeah. Can I just like borrow the pickup truck? And then they'd be like, yeah. You can totally come over. Just let us know when. And then I would call them. I'll be like, hey, is like now a good time? And they would be like, no, your dad's at work.
No. You can't use
it. And I'll be like, all right, when's a good time? They're like, I don't know. Call me when you can come grab it.
They're just like, roll the dice. Make a plan, and then I'll let you know if it happens.
Roll a D20.
Just see what happens.
And I'm like, damn, it's a nat 1. What happens? The truck actually broke. There's no truck anymore.
There's no truck. We sold the truck, and we bought a second Cobra.
Yeah, just bought another fucking Cobra. It's like, I want you to know, I know that's like the second. So my stepdad, right? He does this thing where he likes to buy nice Mustangs, right? It's totally cool. He bought this Cobra like years and years ago. He named it Sookie.
Yeah.
From fucking True Blood.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Yeah, named it after some fucking like She's a very sexualized character.
Her name is
Sookie.
Yeah.
Her name was Sookie.
Yeah, that's how they pronounced it. Sookie.
Yeah, it was like a bright yellow ass fucking Mustang Cobra. Like an 03 Mustang Cobra. It was convertible, everything. That thing had like 700 horsepower. It was like dyno tuned. The whole 9 yards.
Yeah. So me and Alex.
The man continues to get these cars, sell them, get like a practical car, and then buying another one.
It's so funny. So me and Alex have been friends for like 10 years, right? So we knew each other like way back in the day.
It's a long time.
Just been doing that shit. The funniest part is that like being a part of the evolution of that shit, because I remember so vividly your stepdad being like, guys, I got the Cobra. You want to go take a joyride in it? And we were like, yes. And then we sat in the back seat and you were chilling. But me, I was having a terrible time because the convertible top, there was just a fucking bar just in my forehead. Like it was right here the whole time. I'm just sitting there being like,
yeah, I know the camera
I gotta
angle
do something else.
Kind of doesn't do Mahmoud justice right now, and I have my chair
a little bit higher
up, but Mahmoud is like 9 inches taller than me. I am not a big. I'm not a big dude.
Nah, it's probably only like 5. It's like 5 or 6. At
all right, yeah, but still, like
super funny.
It's like, so I'm like over here just like singing the back of this Mustang.
He's
like,
chilling.
I'm chilling. It's totally straight.
He's like, oh yeah, this is sick. I love that.
Like not a lot of leg room, but I'm like, I can like lay my legs out and like be like straight. I'm like cool. It's totally fine. Mahmoud's over here like
trying not to fucking get
a
concussion.
You hit like a pebble on the road and he's like, oh. He fucking bonks his head. He's fucking.
What a nightmare.
Yeah, but the thing is that even before you were around,
he was still doing that.
He was doing that.
That's so funny. I
want you to know.
I love Keith. Keith is
since
the
we
shit.
even lived in New York, like when I was fucking like 8, he like.
Yeah, he was like, he bought a Cobra in New York.
It wasn't a Cobra. It was a Saline.
Yeah.
The Saline fucking fast-ass Fox body Mustang.
Why would you do that to just like
I want you to know
try
that
and
this
avoid
man
pedestrian?
Has been doing this for so long that when he was young, he bought one of those.
No, he's been doing it since he was like a kid.
Yeah, he was rocking a mullet and a fucking porno
I would
stash.
love to see that picture. That sounds fucking hilarious.
And not to mention, this was before Keith was like workout Keith. Like,
oh, yes, he was fat too?
No, he wasn't fat. He was really skinny.
Oh, that's so
he was
funny.
Like a really lanky dude with like a porno stash and a mullet. He drove a fucking Mustang and like...
Dude, different time. The 80s were different times.
You know what this man did? He fucking wrecked the shit out of that Mustang.
Oh, yeah, he did, for sure.
He fucked up his back and everything.
He was probably, like, showing off to bitches and trying to do it.
Yeah, he was doing the whole thing. He was whipping the fucking thing.
He was ghost riding the whip and then ghost rode it into a wall.
The man fucking crashes that car, destroys it. It's over. Those cars are not made to get into crashes.
Toast.
But then the man also decides, yeah, I think it's a good idea that I keep buying these.
You crash your first car and you're like, I should do that again.
I should try that one more time.
You know what? I fucked up last time. I'm better now. I totally get it. I know what I should do. Buy another one.
Yeah, like I think that's like a weird like downfall of guys is that we always do this thing where we like fuck up. Like it took me breaking my arm like 6 times to be like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't skateboard anymore. I literally fucked the shit up. It's
fucked up because
I play guitar and everything. I play video games. Those are the things I like doing. And I fuck up my arm skateboarding constantly. And then I can't do anything I like.
Nothing. You were just sidelined.
After like the 5th time, I just went, yeah, maybe it's time to like wrap this shit up.
Just put the skateboard away.
But that man, he kept buying Mustangs, right?
He was never stopping.
But yeah, guys are weird like that. One of the guys I work with right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is a strange guy. He is this one guy who, at first he comes off like really nice. Mm. Like he walks into work, he's like really peppy, he's like smiling all the time. He's like
really
psyched to go to work.
This is gonna go so bad.
The man looks at me one day with a smile on his face. He's like, yeah, just found out my girlfriend cheated on me. And I go, yeah. I want you to know I worked at this place for fucking like a week. This man looks at me and he's like, yeah, my girlfriend cheated on me. I was like, dude, that really sucks. You should take care of yourself. Like
take some time off.
I hope things get better for you.
Yeah, that shit's rough.
And he looks at me. He's like, with still the same smirk on his face. He's like, yeah, that's cool. I'm just gonna fuck her best friend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude,
yeah,
no. He was like, yeah. She texted me or called me and
the best friend had already been. Oh, that's so funny.
No, not the best friend.
Oh,
the girlfriend called him and he was like, yeah, where you at? And he was like, oh yeah, you caught me. I'm with this guy. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. And he was like, oh yeah, that's cool. And then he turns around, looks at me, and goes like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck her best friend. This guy is,
why do that to yourself?
This guy is so wild.
That shit's insane.
He's the type of dude who's like really into colognes.
Yeah.
He collects colognes.
Oh no, he's one of those. Those are the fucking worst.
He like came up to me and I'm like, you know, I do like hard labor work. So like I work in like a warehouse, like building shit. Like I like get like sweaty and gross. This man comes up to me and he's just like, yeah, do you like colognes? Like I can give you like some suggestions and shit. And I was like, no, that's not really my thing, dude. I'm like over here like sweaty as shit. He's like, yeah, I got this cologne on right now. It's like super nice.
Yeah, I smell like ass, but also the cologne helps like, you know, make it worse.
I just want you to know this man.
I just smell like hot ass.
This dude.
I smell like ass, but spicy now.
One of the truck drivers came in, right, to come pick up stuff.
Sure.
The man, because the other guy, he's like the manager. He like loads the trucks and like does stuff like that, drives the forklift. The truck driver walks past him. He's like, dude, you smell really good. I bet I know exactly what cologne that is. And then he said the name of the cologne. He was like, that's what I'm using. And I was just like, dude,
that's too much.
I want you to know that
this
is a fucking truck driver.
Yeah, there's
He's
like a level.
Big ass black dude, like, you know, kind of like chunky dude. He's like, yeah, I'm going to like my son's like graduation or something after
God,
this.
I can't believe you have to fucking drive your truck.
And then this man is just doing his fucking job. He comes in and he, you know, like I understand like small talk, but this man was just like, yeah, man, you should like try these colognes out. Like I'm kind of an expert on it. Like I just think that's so weird, man.
That's sticking your nose in other people's business to a level
and he's like, yeah, my
one
wife
asked for.
And then the truck driver goes like, yeah, my wife bought this for me. I think he was like trying to let the guy know. He's like, yeah, can you like stop coming on to me? And he's like, I have a wife. He's like, I'm not in.
Look,
I'm not in.
I don't know what you're doing, dog, but I just don't want any part of it.
No. But then the guy, the truck driver was trying to be nice.
He was like, he was trying to like keep it.
He just carried on the conversation.
He's just like, oh yeah, that's.
And I want you to know,
cool.
I'm just over to the side, not even a part of the situation, just listening to these guys talk. And then I go over to the side, open my notes on my phone, and write coworker cologne story on my podcast idea, like notes. And I was like, dude, I have to talk about this. This is so wild. This guy's just over here, just like being like, yeah, dude, I know that scent. That's like fucking.
I know what that smells like.
Peugeot 1983,
That's
like
so funny.
fucking special edition and
limited XXVX, and he's like, "Oh my god, that's totally it." Even
how did you know? He's like, I smell it on you.
I want you. Oh, sorry. Me and Alex have been talking about doing this podcast for a minute, right? So we finally set a date, and we're like, we're gonna make this shit happen. And for like the last like week and a half, me and Alex have just been like, look. I want to tell you this funny ass story, but I have to save it for the podcast.
Yeah. So
it's just been it's been killing him because I know Alex comes home. I know he comes home and he's like, dude, I need to talk about what happened today, but I literally can't.
Yeah, I just had to save it for today, and it keeps happening, and I'm just like, dude, I got it, but like, honestly, I have to save it. It's just really funny because it keeps happening.
Yeah, there's always something.
Some bullshit's
Honestly, we're just like constantly getting into something weird. Like something is always happening, and we really don't do a lot to make some shit happen.
Last night.
Oh god,
right?
yeah.
I'm just gonna go into
That's
it
fine.
because
Do
it's super
we
funny.
had a great time.
We were hanging out with some friends, just chilling on the couch. It got to a stale point in the night, right? We were done. We were playing video games all day. We ate. We're straight. Like nothing's happening.
Chilling.
We like look at each other. We're like, we need to do something. We're going out.
Yeah, we're going.
We're going out.
We're doing this. It's like a Saturday.
Dude's night out. Dude's night out. Dude's night out. All right, so we're sitting there. Two of our friends head out. They're like,
there's like five of us.
Yeah. We've been hanging out all day. We're gonna dip. It's totally cool. So it was just the three of us, me, Mahmoud, and our other friend. And we're sitting there talking about the options. One option is go hang out with our friend Burger.
Yeah. What's up? Burger. Me and Alex are in a band. What's up? We started a band. And
it's stick with it.
Yeah, stick with it. What's it called? Music.
Pop punk.
I'm sure we'll be putting it out.
We're gonna do some stuff.
Keep your eyes out. What's all? If you're into pop punk, if you're into that kind of shit, me and Alex are both wearing neck deep shirts right now. We didn't even plan this.
I walked into the room with this on, and we were like, "Hey!"
We did Spider-Man meme.
The Spider-Man meme. Yeah.
So we're just like both wearing neck deep shirts today, which is mad funny. Like we sat down and I was like, oh yeah, that's what we're doing. It's too funny.
I was like, I guess so. Like it just is what it is.
Yeah,
I just
me and
grabbed
Alex,
the shirt, man.
And me and Alex obviously spend all of our time together. But so we started a band. Stick with it. Be sure we'll have links whenever everything gets out, and I'm sure you'll be able to find it. But our buddy who's in our band, we're like going to go hang out with him, right? He's just like,
oh wait, before we get into that, I'm going in like before
all
that.
Yeah.
We have three options, right? We have our friend Burger, our other guitarist in our band. The other option is our other friend we were with. His friends were trying to plan something to go out.
I think they were already out.
They were
like at a brewery.
They were at like a brewery
like
or something.
chilling.
It
was a low key night.
It was chill.
It was a low key night.
We were trying to get into some bullshit.
Two.
Option 3 was me hitting up this girl that I keep flaking on for fucking like.
Dude, it's been.
I literally.
Was it my birthday whenever we met her?
No, it was.
No. It was when John was in town.
John and Casey.
So that's like
came
September?
Out. Yeah, it's been a minute.
We met her like maybe the end of August. Yeah, it was the end of August.
Yeah.
So it's been like fucking 8 months or something. You've literally never hung out with this girl since.
It's been a mess, and I keep talking to her.
You just like keep having conversations and being like, yo, we should totally do something.
They're like not amazing conversations. They're really low key and they kind of just like take a really long time to happen. So it's like over a course of months just having one conversation.
You guys are like doing a fucking like post story thing where like one of you is just like, all right, put something out. And like 3 weeks later, the other one's like, oh yeah, totally, man. Like,
that's it. They like invite me to a bunch of like house parties and I don't go.
Not a single one.
I don't go to house parties, really. That's just not the vibe. I'd really like to not go to a party where there's like underage drinking or anything like that.
Yeah, it's very possible that there's underage drinking.
Not that that's what's happening.
Yeah,
all the flyers all say, like, they're like flyers for them and everything. They all say 21 plus. I just feel like those are the places where it slips through the cracks.
Oh, dude, yeah,
and
for
sure. I just don't want to be a part of it.
It's like that, frat houses, shit like that. People just like fucking
I'm not in college
in.
anymore. I'm 25 years old.
Yeah,
I'm going to be 26 soon. Soon.
So getting over that hump. Getting close.
I hate that.
Getting closer to 30.
I hate that.
Every day. Don't you love it? You turn 30 and then you die or something.
Our roommate's fiance looks at us and she's like, listen, you guys have been like talking about making plans all night. And she's like, and the plan changes like every 5 seconds. And I'm just over here like, dude, I just wanted to hit up this girl because I just never get a chance to actually do the thing.
It's just and, like, so funny to me.
And go and try to hang out with them. Like, I was like, are you going out tonight? What are you doing? And they were like, yeah. I'm going to be at this.
This sends a flyer for like a St. Patrick's Day like, fucking house
It's
party.
Literally like a house show where it's like $5 donation to get in and there's like free beer when you're there.
Yeah, wasn't it say like
It
Guinness
was
on tap
Guinness
or
on
something?
tap. It was like a St. Patty's Day thing.
It's so. How much Guinness was there that they were just gonna be like giving
Kegs.
that shit away?
Kegs.
How many? I just don't think it was gonna last, bro.
But how many people are even coming to this thing?
You know, if they're putting out flyers, I hope enough.
I hope enough. I mean,
I
when
hope-
you say free Guinness and a $5 donation to
I
get in,
hope it was a rager. I hope the thing was insane.
Project X.
Every time that I hear something crazy
I
happen,
literally look up
I'm, like, thankful.
the address of this place, and I go to like Street View. It's like next to a pizzeria, but it's like a house.
It's
next
a
to a
house.
pizzeria. And I was like, is this happening at the pizzeria or is it happening at this house? I was like, what's happening? Because there isn't like a name of a place on it. So obviously I was like, this is like somebody's house.
This is for sure a house. Like
This
it's
is
definitely
somebody's
just
house.
on that street. Like
But our Megan was the fiance, my roommate's fiance. She was like, yeah, this is getting ridiculous. Y'all need to like figure out a thing. And I just look at her and I go, all right, 1, Nima's friends. 2, Burger. 3, go see this girl and drag my friends along with me.
pick one.
But no, I didn't tell her what the options were. That was just in my head was what it was. And I was like, yo, Megan, just 1 out of 3. And she goes, 2. And I was like, all right, we're hanging out with Burger.
It's totally fine. So we
now,
get that.
now we can get into
Yeah,
what
so
happened.
Berg, beforehand we had like just talked to him like a little bit earlier, and he was like, "Oh yeah, so 2 of my friends are coming over. We're hanging out right now, like the 3 of us." And he's like, "You guys should come over. Like we're gonna we might like do something." And we're just like, "Oh yeah,
we
well
should have gone there earlier.
we should have. We just ended up like taking another like 45 minutes to like make a decision or some shit."
We're like pre-gaming, like drinking. And
Oh my god, you were drinking before we even left.
I drank like half a bottle of Fernet Menta.
Disgusting.
It
was
like it was a lot.
It's like Rumpelmints, but also
chocolatey.
it's like
it's
thick.
creme de menthe.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Liqueur.
No, you're totally right. It's like
It's like drinking an Andes mint, like the mints that you get from
it's
like Olive
it's
Garden.
like syrupy too.
It's like
Oh god.
yeah, but it's like 45% alcohol. Like it's like strong as dick. But there's so much sugar in it that it just like makes it like super easy to get on the hatch.
You just
It's
toss
like it's like putting sugar in with the medicine, so it's like easier to just like down it.
We've had this bottle for like 4 months.
It's been sitting there for a while. People don't like to touch it because it usually just ends up being a mess. I like being a mess, so I drink it.
Alex is literally like drunk as shit in my back seat because I was driving to go hang out with our friends, and he just goes, "Yeah." Oh no, it wasn't you. I'm sorry. It was our other friend who said it because you guys were talking about it, and he just goes, "I like the drunk. I like the Menta drunk," and I just went, "Oh no, you can't do that."
Yeah. We're like real. Me and my other friend that we were with last night. We're really chaotic. Things happen.
I love the chaos,
and
I'm just there
we
watching.
were just like we're just there for a good time, man. Like it is what it is. But I was like, yeah, no, I just really like the kind of drunk I get when I drink Menta.
Oh, was that you?
Yeah, it was me.
That's so funny. I thought it was our other friend.
And Nima just looks at me and he's like, yeah. Yeah, I get it.
I get
it. That's a fun drunk.
I can't believe you
He's
guys
like,
were
that's
both.
like party drunk.
You guys were just both looking at each other like, no, I totally do.
We totally got it.
100%. I know what it is.
So here's the deal. We get to Burger's house. The friends are already gone.
Literally
It's just
left
him
like
there.
before we got
And
there.
I felt bad already because of that. I was like, "Oh yeah, we totally didn't make it in time." I was like, "You're probably like going to bed sooner."
Oh fuck, we're totally telling this story, huh? Oh yeah, it's a perfect story. Last night was wild.
It is what it is. It was wild in the most disappointing way.
Oh, it's garbage. So we're over there, right? And we're like trying to figure. We get there, and we're like, "Oh, your friends are gone, so I guess like the party's not happening anymore. What do we do?" And Burger's like, "Oh, I mean, we can go out. Like we still do stuff." And we're like, "Okay, let's figure something out." And we like go through all these options, and we're like, "All right, we can go to like."
me and Burger are like slamming a Miller to fucking move on through the night.
All right, I want you to think about this. Think about every place that we go. Alex drinks minimum 1 beer.
Just
Min
1 beer.
Min 1
but
beer.
also before all this starts, like
is already
half a bottle
in.
and 2 Coronas.
Yep, already.
Pre-gamed. I'm warmed up.
Oh, he's gone. It's no longer pregame. The game has started.
The game started.
He's in first quarter.
Because honestly, before like all this started happening, we were like floating around ideas, and in my head I was like, nothing's happening.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
I was kind of pessimistic
You were just like,
about it.
We're not going out.
I was like, it's not happening.
It's not happening. They were looking at me at one point because I was just like chilling. They're like, "Oh man, you're not drinking with us. You're being a bitch." And I was
And
just
you're like, I'm gonna try.
I was just like, "All right." I walk upstairs, get changed, come back downstairs. I'm like, "All right, boys, what are we doing?
We're doing the thing."
I'm not gonna have you.
At that point, at least I knew it was happening.
Yeah. As soon as
I was like already drunk. I was like, shit. Nima's like, man, I need to get like pepped up. He's like playing like fucking Euro dance music, just like
he's just like listening to house music and the thing because he's been like gone. He's been in Austria for like 10 months or some shit. So now he's just like really into house music. I guess he was before, but like it's way worse now.
Yeah.
So he's just like sitting there playing European.
He just spent like a year in Austria, and he just like got really into techno and fucking.
So he's like,
not EDM, but
he got really into going in the forest and then having tons of people dance around him, just real slowly. It's like a whole thing. So we're like doing that in the living room.
Yeah, we're just vibing in the living room. A little bit off topic.
For sure.
We went off on a tangent there.
Sure.
But back at Burger's house,
Burger's.
Burger's like, listen, we have two options. One of them, a fucking place that poses itself as a seafood restaurant, but it's just a shitty bar.
Oh, it's honestly one of the shittiest bars I've ever been in.
Like and
honestly,
then option two is a hookah spot that we always go to. We call it the A.
We just end up there.
I don't know why. It just always ends up there. And he said it, and me and Mahmoud, we look at each other, and we're just like,
it's happening.
We already knew it was happening the second it was mentioned.
As soon as someone floats the idea,
but I want you to know that Burger brought up going to the A previously when we were already at home, and I was talking to him on the phone.
Yeah,
right?
he was already thinking about it. He's like, yo, we could totally go do that. And me and
I
Alex
looked at him, and I was like, we shouldn't do that. We always end up there. Always end up there.
We haven't been in a while.
It's been a minute.
It's been like a minute.
I try to avoid it.
Yeah, you try to not go there. I go there with like random
because
people.
We went so hard on it.
Yeah, we did it. We were
went
doing it
so hard.
for a minute. We were doing like probably every weekend for a minute. I know that because I was frequenting this place for years. I've been like just regularly going back for a long time.
Snowballed into this thing where all of our friend group just goes there to hang out and smoke hookah.
Dude.
And he moved away.
And they still did it.
We still did it.
It was so funny to me.
We went without him. We said, "Fuck that guy." He moved away. It's
every
his fault.
time I got like a text
and then
or
he
a
would come back,
Snapchat.
and we'd be like, "You want to go to the A?" And he's like, "You're still doing that?"
It's so funny. Like when I found out that they were doing it without me, I was like, "Yo, you guys are crazy, really?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I can't believe I started the thing."
Yeah. That was wild. So I tried to break away from that and like go to good bars.
Yeah, dude, it was great. We did a bunch of shit there. So we did my 21st birthday there, and that was a fucking mess.
That was a mess. We'll talk about that another time.
Oh man, I love that story. We'll talk. Yeah, we can save that for later.
We have so many good stories to talk about.
We could totally save that shit for later. I love it. It's so funny to
me. So those are the two options on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I could be going to see this woman that I've been avoiding. And by the way, when Megan made the choice for us, Megan, we got to the point where we were like, I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to text this girl who I just asked what she was doing, and
it totally
next
looks.
Text tell her I can't go.
It looks so funny because it's like, hey, what are you doing? It looks like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing this, and then it's like, nah.
But
catch you later.
Literally just replied to them being like, literally the next text after asking what they're doing, being, damn, that's not happening for me. My friends just pulled me into something else. Big mad about it.
And then we proceeded to have a
never texted me back.
Garbage time. Oh, she didn't.
Never texted me back.
Honestly, I get it.
I get it. I totally
I
understand.
totally get it.
I'm a mess, man.
That's so funny.
I'm such a mess.
It just keeps happening.
Oh God. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'm a mess. That's funny as shit.
Anyways, here's Alex's email. You can go and contact me.
Yeah, you can hit me up here. Here's my Twitch channel right there.
It's in the
you
description.
can message me on chat there, and
what's it called? We're doing the real good push for partner. Alex is trying to go and make sure that you can go. He's trying to get.
Kidding me? I'm pushing for affiliate.
Yeah, he's. Whoa, listen, but he is.
One step at a time, all right?
Anyways, what's it called? I'm sure that if you send a sweet Twitch subscription, he'll be way more likely to respond to your DMs at least once. But
18 plus.
18 plus.
18 plus. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer, don't actually do that.
Yeah, I probably won't talk to you that deeply.
Unless. No. Oh, man. This seafood bar, it's just a fucking garbage.
So here's the thing. Those were the
place.
two options on the table. None of us have ever been to Hammerheads.
Nope. Hammerhead's the name of the bar. Honestly, don't go there.
It's a shit show. So what ends up happening is we go to this place. It's just like an industry bar in the middle of a town. That's not really like a big town, like a big city or anything like that.
It's like a place where like everything closes at like 10.
It's just
but this bar is open until 2 for some reason.
Yeah, it's open until 2 for all the people who work at restaurants and get out of their restaurant jobs. It's the last place.
It's the last stop.
So we go to this place. It's terrible. They have like the golf games and like stuff everywhere. It's really a 21 and up place.
It's a bar, but it's like one of those.
Seat yourself. You go to the bar if you want.
Yeah, if you want something, you walk up there.
There's nobody coming around to like check on you. Nothing like that. I literally get into this place. I'm already drunk as piss. I'm literally just like, guys, I'll be right back. I have to pee because I made the terrible mistake of breaking the seal early, and I was pissing all night. I just constantly had
You did
to
it
go.
to yourself. You knew what to do. You knew you were supposed to do that.
Honestly, I didn't even know I was leaving the house that night.
Yeah, Alex definitely looked at me. He was like, Alex looked at me that day at like 2:00 in the afternoon. He's like, "Are we leaving today?" And I was like, "Probably not." And he goes, "Cool."
Bet. I was like, bet.
10:00 we leave the house.
Yeah, 10 p.m.
Literally, just like we could be doing anything else.
But yeah, so I go to pee, and I come back because I did a good walk around the place to try to find the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the other side. I went down this thing, and it was just the kitchen. Like, there's not like a hallway that goes into the kitchen.
Yeah, you just like turn.
Or like a door. It's just like
just
open to the kitchen. You can just see the kitchen.
That's funny. You could see the food fight going on in the background.
I just went like, okay. So I finally found the bathroom, did my business, came back, go over to the guys. I'm like, we should go to the A.
Normally
I never thought I would say it. I was like, we should leave this place. This place fucking sucks.
Mind you.
And then
this whole time, Alex leaves to go to the bathroom. Me, Berg, our friend Nima, we're just sitting there looking at each other. Me and Nima turn and just go, we should leave. We should off rip. We're just like, this is a terrible place.
This wasn't the move.
Because it's garbage, right?
We just wanted to check it out. It was the only place that was, it was one of the few places that was open late. It was really close by.
Berg was like, there's like I've heard a bunch of shit about it. He's like, it's either good or bad.
He also said that, like, this is a place where like old people go to drink.
Yeah, he's like, I heard that there's old people, but sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. And it's definitely one of those places where it's like there's a bunch of old people, but there's also people that are like our age who are just like not changing anything about their lives in the future.
Yeah, they're just kind of chilling.
They found what they're doing and they're going to do that forever.
Yeah.
But so like this is all happening and we start looking around, right? And we realize there's a fucking baby in the bar.
Oh, wait. Before we get there, there's more to this. There's more before this.
Oh, yeah?
There's more before this. Because I come back and
we're already seeing the baby. Like,
so, no. I totally noticed the baby. I totally noticed the baby. But I literally look at Mahmoud and I'm like, where's Burger? And I was like, we need to get out of here. Yeah. And he was like, you need to go stop Burger.
He's going to get a drink.
He's going to get a beer. So I like hustle it over to the bar, just fucking running over there. I get to the bar and I see Burger, and I'm like literally from across the thing going like, no, don't order the beer. And then it's literally getting put down in front of him, and he's like, he gives me this look like, no. And I get over there, I was like, fuck. And then I was like, all right, can I have a beer?
If we're going to be here, I might as well.
I mean, like, if he already has his beer, I might as well drink a beer with him.
I might as well.
I might as well do the thing.
It's so funny.
We get back over to the guys, and I was like, I tried to stop Burger, and I ended up with my own beer.
I want you to know, like, I saw you come back with a beer, and I just felt defeated. I was like, damn, we're at least going to have to be here for a couple minutes.
But then the guys look at us, and they're like, you guys better slam those beers.
Yeah.
And then Burger goes, yeah, sure, we'll start slamming the beers. And then Burger looks to his left. He goes, there's a whole ass baby over there.
And it's not like a baby, like it's not like a baby that's like in a fucking car seat or something. Like it's not like it just hanging out. It's like a toddler, and this like woman is like has to hold their baby.
Yeah,
because they're like screaming.
There's no place to put them because like this isn't a place where kids
are
supposed to be.
Yeah, this kid is like running through like this fucking dirty ass bar, going back and forth. Burger is sitting there like seething because he's like, why does this woman have this baby in this bar?
There's a whole ass baby.
There's a whole ass baby. And Nima looks at me. He goes, wait, no. One of the girls at that table I went to high school with. And I went, yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he said that shit. He was like, I don't want them to see me. I'm like, yeah, we should get out of here.
Yeah, so
they just like slam these beers as fast as possible.
I fucking downed that Blue Moon.
As soon as they were done.
I don't think I've ever drank a Blue Moon that fast.
It was quick.
I slammed that shit.
Just a fucking... Oh, God. We're sitting there just losing our minds.
We're, like, literally, like, running to the car trying to avoid all the racism in the parking lot.
Oh, it got weird. Just trying to make sure that we get out before a hate crime happens. Was it?
Yeah. I was like, oh, no. I have an Iranian man and a fucking...
We need to leave.
An Ethiopian man. Oh, this is going to be bad.
We have to go.
Help. Get it. We run to the car, and we're like, God, I can't believe there was a whole ass baby. We're just dying laughing. We're like, yeah, that place was fucking shitty.
Oh, God.
Fuck that. We go to the A, and we're chilling.
The A is immediately the funniest thing I've ever seen.
And it's 10 million times better. There's like a belly dancer with like flames.
There's 2 birthday parties going on.
But the
birthday parties are people who are like throwing ass.
There was a balloon with a 5 and a 2, and the whole night me and we were like 5-2 or 2-5. We were just like we were just like
are they our age or are they 50? Like what's happening?
Meanwhile, I'm fucked up. I'm so trashed. I drank like 2
the whole
vodka
time
Red Bulls and like a Corona, and I'm just like looking at Mahmoud, and we're trying to figure this out. We're like, who's the birthday person? Is it 5-2 or is it 2-5?
Alex, the entire time, every time he stops doing that, just kind of looks at Nima, gets like really close to him, and then just starts like doing this.
Yeah.
He just like does this number.
I'm trying to get the man to vibe.
It's like just dancing out, and he's like Nima's like sitting there on his phone, like trying not to fucking lose it. Like he's just laughing his ass off at this whole situation, and me and him just keep going. Alex is fucking drunk, man.
I am drunk as piss.
Alex is like,
honestly, y'all were the ones not having a good time.
I was doing fine.
I know you were.
I was having
DD. You were.
I was having. I knew what I was getting into.
Yeah. But
I was there for the fuckery.
I was like, oh, these guys should be like having more fun.
Yeah, they should be way drunker than Burger was definitely not going to be drinking that heavy, but Nima should have been drinking more.
Yeah, for sure.
He still drank a little bit, but he should.
I was like, listen, I know this was shitty. This wasn't even the option I wanted. This was fate choosing the A.
It's true.
And it was literally
was honestly
fate.
The funniest one. Like it's one of the funnier ones, to be honest with you, because all this shit's going on. The A is different. During the week and on the weekends, it's a different place. What's it called? During the week, it's like
boring
really it's boring. There's not a lot of people in there. There's no music.
Sometimes there's literally
no one.
Zero music.
Yeah, it's
sometimes it's just dead air.
You guys are just chilling there. There's times we've just like gone during the week and we've been the only people in there because it's not just a hookah place, but it's also a restaurant.
Yeah, so they like have like Mediterranean food and stuff like that.
It's decent food. It's not bad.
Try the lamb fries.
Try the lamb fries. So good.
So fucking fire.
But like, so we're there, and now it's like fucking laser shows like lasers are coming from the ceiling. There's there's a belly dancer who's like got fucking like,
you would think there was like a fog machine, but it was really just everybody fucking smoking hookah.
And so there's people throwing ass all around us.
Yeah, the birthday girls, they were going hard. They were twerking. It was wild, and I was like, yes, this is what I needed. I'm in my fucking zone. Like the belly dancer's like looking at me like throwing the fire out. I'm like, yeah.
Sean Paul is playing the entire time.
Literally, this girl comes up, like the waitress, she comes up to me, and I was like, all right, I can't drink any more vodka Red Bulls. I should just chill on a beer. That seems right.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, yeah, can I do a Blue Moon? And she's like, let me go find out. I'll be right back.
This place is constantly out of beer.
She's like, nah. And then I was
no. The best part about it is that like when she comes back.
No, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
I'm like, nah. And then I was like, all right, Burger's drinking a Miller Lite. They have Miller Lite. Can I get a Miller Lite? She's like, nope. We're out.
Oh, that was what happened? That's so funny.
And then she was like, Corona? I was like, sure, Corona. Or no. I asked for the Miller Lite, and she leaves to go check again.
Uh-huh.
And she comes back. I'm like vibing.
Alex is doing the thing. He's dancing.
And then she comes over. She like comes up for in the corner. She's like,
oh no, this is a visual podcast.
Yeah. If you can't see, I'm like fucking fist pumping and like, yeah, I'm doing the whole thing. She like walks over and she's like, yeah, I'm going to do the thing with you. And I was like, yeah, this girl fucking is a vibe. I like that.
She just starts dancing.
And then she hits me with disappointment. She's like, no Miller Lite. I go, fuck. Like,
I want you to know.
What do you have? She's like, Corona. And I was like, this day and age, like Corona is kind of like a hard sell. So I was like looking around this room full of smoke, and I was like, yeah, you definitely have Corona here. Yeah. I was like, it's somewhere in here.
It's somewhere.
And I was like, sure, let's do that.
That shit got
I want
me
you to know
so bad.
that after all of that work and everything, that was the drink that was one too many. That was the one that just
the one that pushed him over the edge.
It just was over after that.
Oh god,
I just was fucking dead.
That whole interaction was so funny to me because she like comes over, she starts like dancing at Alex, and then immediately stops and just says no. And
it was so disappointing.
It was so abrupt that it fucking caught me off guard. And then when she comes back, like fucking all you hear in the background is just do the stanky leg. And then she starts doing it. She starts doing the stanky leg at the fucking table, and I'm losing my shit. Yeah. I'm just sitting there like, yeah.
Dude, this waitress was fucking baller.
Oh, we've had her a couple times. She's funny as shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of those waitresses are super funny. What's it called?
Oh, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of Anatolia's stories.
We have a ton of those.
We're going to talk about.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. We could honestly have a whole podcast about it, just all the Anatolia stories.
God, I hate that.
There's just like a lot of bullshit that's happened.
A lot of bullshit,
It's
man.
just been real funny. I even have stories about Anatolia's that has nothing to do with you guys.
I know. And I have stories about Anatolia's that has nothing to do with you.
Oh, yeah? That sounds exciting. I love that. My favorite one is when, like, they recently were, like, so we have, like, a really large extended group of friends, and one of them was hanging out with this dude, and he's like, yeah, this guy's getting married, and he has no friends, so I want to throw a bachelor party. And I guess like our other friends found like he were the ones that he talked to, and they were like, oh yeah, let's go. Me and Alex were doing something else.
Yeah.
And thank God, because the Snapchats and shit that I got from that night, lame. No thanks. That shit was so funny to me though, that they had like pulled a random dude, just like a random guy that they had like interacted with, and they were like, yeah, we're going to go to the A. I think that's hilarious.
But
honestly,
usually,
they should give me. They should
would,
pay me. Like the A's should pay me for how many people I've brought.
for sure, for real.
I should get
especially since we bring them during the week when they're slow.
Yeah,
and then have a terrible time.
Or have a great time. No,
it's just only good when it is good.
Yeah, if it's bad, like if it's really boring, then like it's really boring.
Like I might eat some like lam fries and like dip.
Yeah, you're just like gonna smoke for a little bit and like eat and then ball out. But like sometimes it's just mad funny. Like it gets too much. Because also the music that they play is just like any bar that you go to. We were talking about it last night. Yeah, it's just a lot of Drake and fucking. We were talking about how like
they didn't play a lot of Drake. Night.
I didn't hear Drake.
I didn't hear Drake.
There usually is too much Drake. What's it called? But the thing that got me the most was that like it's stuck in this like mid 2000s to like early 2010s era. So it's like a bunch of bling rap and like it's super funny. It's like shit like Sean Paul's playing like for some fucking reason. Like 3 different Sean Paul songs played that night, and I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, that
because that's just like that shit's so nostalgic for me. But like being like 5 because
yeah,
that
for sure.
It's too much. It's way too much.
Yeah, that honestly we had like more stuff to like talk about, but like that was just like the crazy night.
We had other shit. That was just kind of what happened last night. We weren't even going to talk about that.
Yeah. I just kind of things happened last night, and I was like, dude, I kind of want to talk about this.
We should.
If I don't talk about it now, I might have trauma about it later.
I might have to talk about. I might have to talk about it in therapy.
One more thing to talk about.
One more thing.
Burger. He the night after this morning. He sends Mahmoud a screenshot of him putting a 1-star review on the Hammerheads.
He leaves
Google.
He leaves a 1-star
and
Google review.
And he just puts. There was a whole ass baby in there. Who is letting the owners and the parents should be disgusted in themselves?
We can literally throw it on screen.
It was the most Karen thing I've ever seen, and I love that man. I love that man so much.
It's so funny.
But it's so funny to see this man go Karen mode because there is a baby at this bar.
I love that shit that he like felt so strongly.
Totally, he's totally right though.
Yeah,
that baby shouldn't be there.
Yeah, you shouldn't have a toddler in a bar like while like a bunch of.
I just don't care.
You shouldn't have a toddler.
I don't care enough about that place to like expose it for it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna accost some random woman because she's like, oh, my baby's here. Like, yeah, you shouldn't be here, but like that's your whole thing. That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I thought that was super funny. We were gonna get into some more stuff, but I actually think we're like pretty good on time.
Yeah,
you know?
What's what you want to call it?
Unless you have anything else you want to bring up. I don't want to bring up the other thing.
Yeah, you want to leave the other things because it's gonna be a long conversation.
Yeah. I'm gonna go off on that one.
I totally get it. What's wrong?
I'll save that one for next time. So there's gonna be some stuff to talk about
for sure.
So I guess we can just like, guys, you should check us out
for sure. What's up, Alex? Where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/BearGrizzVA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be playing some games. It'll be fun.
Alex is funny.
I'm funny.
Bitches think he's cute.
Yeah, I'm chubby. Bitches think I'm cute. Yeah, that's where I do things. I have a Twitter. I'll just like put it in the description. I really don't post things on there. You might see me like some like really dirty things though, I guess.
You can't just be like, look, there might be porn.
I'm kidding. Though. Like that's not what's there. But maybe.
I mean, if you've seen the gaming tag on Twitter.
Dude, have you seen... Oh, God. That's another topic for another day. There's so much stuff I want to talk about, guys. I'm so excited to start this podcast. Me and Mahmoud just, like, sit on the couch
and we just riff
every day and just riff. And we're like, dude, we should just do the podcast. And
here we are.
Here we are. We're doing it.
We're doing it live.
We got all the stuff. Where can they find you, man?
What's it called? Twitch.tv Indra_EX. It will be somewhere. If not on screen, then in the description. There'll also be my Twitter, links to my personal YouTube channel, stuff like that.
Yeah, man. We're gonna be doing things. We're gonna be doing a lot of things, actually.
We're gonna be doing a lot of things.
We're gonna be doing the band.
We're gonna be doing too many things.
Maybe the D&D thing will become like a thing that gets like recorded.
That'd be funny.
Like
that'd be super funny.
I don't know. That might be too much.
We can talk about D&D later. We do play D&D. We can talk about that later, though.
Yeah.
We can have a D&D episode. It'll be fun.
We'll do like a one-off episode where we're like sitting by the table and do like a one-off D&D campaign or something like that. That'd be
do
fun.
one shot.
But yeah, guys, I think that's it. This has been To Be Decided. My name's Alex.
My name's Mahmoud.
Catch you later.
Later.
Thank you so much.